who are our clients? The short answer is our clients are people like you. That's why you're watching this. That's why you are on our email marketing list. That is the short answer. The long answer is our clients are hiring managers in IT, in sales, and in finance, and HR department managers, human resource generalists, human resource managers, human resource directors, and VPs. And the question is, why do they come to us? They come to Newconfig because they can't fill specific roles. They're hard to fill roles. Now, things get more complicated after that. Why can't they fill them? Or what value does Newconfig bring them? And that's a more complicated question, but I'm going to answer it the best way I can in about a minute or less. So they come to us because they don't have the bandwidth, they don't have the time to fill the roles that they need to fill. Either they don't have the time, because if they're an HR manager, they're probably working on like 10 to 20 roles. Even 5 to 10 roles is a lot. And to fill this hard to fill role that's been open for like 2 weeks, a month, some of these roles have been open for like a year. They just don't have the time to invest to fill it. And they need multiple eyes. And that's one of the values that Newconfig brings. One value is that we have a team of 10 other recruiters, 10 recruiters and myself right now, and it's growing. Every year we're growing. And we have a team that we could devote 4 to 6 eyes, like 2 to 3 people, maybe more, looking every single day, 8 hours a day. All they do is work on your roles. So if you are an IT manager or a VP of sales or a CFO or an HR department manager, your day is dealing with stakeholders, dealing with clients, onboarding people, people getting fired, meetings, all meetings, lots of meetings, all day meetings. Meetings take all your time. People just want you to sit there and listen to them. Just meetings about meetings. And your day is full of things that you have to do, and you don't have the time to actually recruit. And recruit is a full-time business. It's a full-time job. It's not something that you could just do for a half hour today and a half hour on Friday, like 3 to 4 days later. It's a full-time thing. You have to recruit all the time. And that's why you want a team of 2 to 3 people that will look on your roles all the time, every day, 8 hours a day. So if 3 people are working on it 8 hours a day, that's 24 hours of attention that you're getting. The more attention you're getting, and the more attention a problem gets, the more success there is to solve the problem. So if you really want to fill those hard to fill roles, you need to give it a lot of attention. And when companies come to Newconfig, they get a lot of attention from us. They get 2 to 3, maybe 4 people looking at their roles daily, like 24 hours of searching for the people that they want. Now, the second reason that they come to us is because we have access to databases that they don't. We have access to Dice, Monster, Career Builder, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and LinkedIn, and most importantly, our own proprietary database that we built up over 10 and a half years of over 150,000 people, and most of them are not on any other database because they don't want their inbox filled with recruiters texting them or emailing them. So that's the value that we have, that even if you are a hiring manager and you have the time, you don't have the resources that Newconfig has to be successful in hiring these people. Even if you have access to LinkedIn, you don't have access to those other 6 databases. So you're missing like 75 to 80% of the market. And even if you have access to those databases, which is a huge if, 95% of companies don't. And the reason they don't is because if you're like Newconfig, you invest hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to get access to those databases. For example, just LinkedIn, we spend at least 120 to 150,000 every year to get access to 11 LinkedIn recruiter accounts, because there's 11 of us, and access to 3,000 plus emails, and access to their whole database. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. That was just LinkedIn. What about Dice, Monster, Career Builder, ZipRecruiter, Indeed? It's a lot of money. So even if you have those databases, which 95% of clients don't, and even if you have the time, which like 95% of clients don't, the third big thing you need to do to be successful in recruiting is you have to know how to persuade people and talk to them. And that's an art form that took me 2.5 years when I started Newconfig to figure out. I was like messaging people and texting them, and I couldn't figure out why they wouldn't get back to me. It's because I didn't know the art form of how to do it correctly, to get a response back, how to nurture these candidates, how to get them to apply. And not just to apply, but to get them into the door, get them through the process, and get them to an offer that they actually accept. Because many times we see hiring managers that don't know what they're doing. They come to us and they explain this to us. With us, they know what they're doing because we advise them, but they lose candidates through stupid mistakes, putting it under a salary, giving a lower salary than the market's willing to pay. through putting pressure on their candidates, unnecessary pressure, time pressure that only hurts them in the end. All this that we solve for them because they use our expert advice that we give them to make them more successful. Those are our clients. People that have realized that job boards don't work for all jobs. They might work for entry-level roles or roles that are not very skilled, but job boards are not that great for most roles. I don't want to give a statistic, but a very high probability that many roles could do a lot better through a recruiting agency like Newconfig, because then you have experts that know what they're doing and know how to recruit. And there's a reason that we are alive and growing, that we are a $1.5 million company, because job boards don't work for most jobs. If they did, if you could just post a job and get it filled and get the candidate you want, we wouldn't exist. There would be no need for us. But we're growing because there is a need, and these job boards for many roles suck. The candidates are from other countries. You have business analysts applying for executive roles. You have people with no certifications applying for roles that need certifications. You have people that want 100% remote applying for roles that need to be on site. So for all these reasons that job boards suck, we are growing, and for all those reasons, companies come to us. Now, having said all that, well, you want to know who our clients are. Fortune 1000 companies. Many of them want to stay confidential because they don't want to know that they're using us, since we give them a competitive advantage on the market. However, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a list right now of all the various jobs that we have filled. And not only are we going to give you this list, we are going to give you more because we want you to be successful. We're going to give you a salary guide, a free salary guide. That's right, you heard it from me. A free salary guide for most of the roles that you have a hard time filling. We're going to tell you what the market is paying for them. And how do we know? Because we recruit these roles all day, every day. So you're going to click on this link. You're going to be taken to our landing page. We're going to give you the salary guide. You're going to download it, and you're going to know how to find the right person by pricing it correctly when you go to budget, when you go to talk to your stakeholders for this role to put in the budget. So I hope I added value for you today. I want you to download our free salary guide to help you in your roles. And if you still need help filling roles, come to us. We are ready to help you. So thanks for watching.